I'm not doing an intro today. It's not anything big. It is 4 o'clock and it is, my phone doesn't want to work. It's April 3rd and it's currently 79 degrees and humid as all get out. I think it's upwards of like over 70% humidity right now. It rained earlier and now it's nice, and now it's supposed to be warm but not too cold, but it's gonna rain for like the next, like, I don't know, 4 days. Slight breeze, and the breeze is the only thing saving this humidity right now. um I have a couple of goals I'm gonna do for each one of these hives. Mimi, this is Mimi's hive. We're just going in to check on Mimi, see where she's sitting with all those empty frames, and just see how she's doing. I think that's all we're gonna do for Mimi. So let's jump in. I had to work today, and it was raining, like I said. So we're just gonna jump in and do this. Can you see the front of Mimi's hive? You can't. But there is a lot of activity today for her size, since we just split. There's some stuff going on. A lot of foraging activity, a lot of pollen I see coming in. Gotta get my pen out. It's almost always sitting at the bottom of this pocket. I appreciate, by the way, before I jump in, I want to say thank you to my friends who comment on my videos. Thank you, my fellow beekeepers. Your input means the world to me. It really does. Believe me, one of my friends just recently told me your gloves are too big. I absolutely agree. I get it. They're size small though. Oh my gosh. I have another pair and I think I might try those soon. But to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie, I'm nervous about wearing them because they don't feel as thick as these. And with my job, I need my hands. I can't afford to have my fingers all swollen. So I don't know. I'm gonna try these out, and then one of these days, I guess when I don't know, can risk my hands getting my hands getting stung, I'll try it. This is Mimi's hive. Lots and lots of foraging going on. It looks like a lot of pollen. Yeah, woo. One after the other, babes. That's all pollen going in. Love to see it. So that tells me that it seems like they're doing really good. I don't have a pillow to set on this, so I ended up having to put a rock on top to keep the insulation down. Get our smoke going again. This time maybe I won't choke on it. No chance of forest fires today. It rained a lot this morning. Let's see, you know what? I'll put these over here. You can hold this chair. Alright, let's see what's going on up here. I did just fill this not too long ago. Lots of bees up top. Can you see? Or am I blown out? I'm blown out. Will the lighting adjust? No, it won't. But we're trying to be fast today. So, I haven't been in here since I split this hive. I really don't know what I'm going to find. I know when they were in here freaking out, being locked up for 3 days, there was a bunch over here on this area. So let's see what's happening. There's some dead on the side, which I'm not surprised about. And we only have a few frames, so it's not like, you know what, hold on. Let me go get my vacuum. Let me vacuum this up. Handy dandy tool. There's no live ones over here. I don't know if you can hear me with this vacuum on. No live ones over here, so they're over on their side knowing what they're supposed to be doing with their frames. They are on their side. Oof, good amount of bees. This isn't going to stay there. There we go. A little bit of smoke, ladies. I'm coming in. You don't have a ton of space here, so not a lot of frames in here, so I'm just going to open it all up. Make sure Miss Queen isn't on here. No, she's not. Alright, so we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 frames total, and if I remember correctly, I think it was these two were fall, partially filled out frames, like partially built but not fully, and this one. And maybe this one. So let's get in. No propolis, that's kind of nice. Well, a little bit. But it's not like my other hives. Alright. They are touching this one. And I can tell. Why? Because if you look at it, you might not be able to tell on the camera, but like this part right here, there's like white flakies. They've just started. And you can, I'm going to move them a little bit, but you can see underneath of them, all those little white flaky kind of looking, they're starting to come over this direction, which is good. This one, they look like they've connected a little bit. I see bright white comb, so they are building and filling. See if you can see the difference. Can you see the difference? This is old from fall. All this up here, brand new white, bright white comb. Same for the other side. You can see what's new. If I tilt it to the side, can you see what's yellow and what's white? Brand new comb. And they've got lots of nectar in it. Beautiful brood comb right next to it. This one has weight, even though there's a lot of brood on it. Wow, look at that. That's beautiful. Oh my gosh, hold on. Hold on. That better not be a charged cell, ladies. I can't tell. I'm gonna go get a, because I just split this. I'm gonna go get a frame holder and we're gonna check this out. In fact, I might just come over here and use Carol's hive to hold this frame. Make sure my queen's not on it, which I didn't see her. Whew, I'm sweating. Sweating. Alright, let's see if this queen cell is charged. It might have been on the frame even before I put it in here. So that's a possibility. Nope, not charged. They look good. To be honest with you, I'm going in, but I probably don't need to go any farther. They look like they got a lot of bees and they're happy and established. I don't see anything like concerning. Yeah, lots of drone brood at the bottom. Wow, lots of drone brood on this other frame. Good gracious almighty. There's my queen. Hello, Mimi. I kind of just want to see. Let me just see something real quick. Oh, I'm sweating. This was from fall, so they haven't really touched that. Well, they're touching a little bit, and they're building on this comb. So honestly, looks great. I'm gonna put this back together again. We aren't gonna worry about it. I might add a frame just to let them keep going, but they look good. And we're done with Mimi. Got a lot of bees in here despite it being a split. So that means I was able to keep most of my bees. Love that. Absolutely love that. You know what I might do? Because this isn't brood. That's brood. No, I don't want to. Yeah, I'm going to keep their resources next to here. I will keep this like this. Look, they still have some to build. I actually won't add any more. We're going to keep it at 8. I need to get my hair out of my face. This time, I'm actually going to look at the bottom and make sure I don't have a bunch of festooning bees. I do have a few. So they might get stuck in the hole. Nothing I can really do about that though. Alright, Mimi's hive, done. Moving on.